FCA will roll out the Jeep Wrangler, above. GM will bring the new ZR1, its fastest Corvette ever, while Ford's Lincoln plans a refreshed MKC, photo, FCA. Los Angeles. The 2018 auto show season begins this week with a rollout of flashy new luxury vehicles and electrified powertrains at the Los Angeles Auto Show. At least two of Detroit's big three are expected to lean into legacy vehicles here to create buzz ahead of the Detroit Auto Show in January. Fiat Chrysler Automobiles will introduce its next-generation 2018 Jeep Wrangler in Los Angeles. The model already is generating excitement, and carries one of the most devoted fan bases of any modern vehicle. General Motors Co., meanwhile, will bring its fastest Corvette ever, the new ZR1. Chevrolet rolled out the front-engine 755 horsepower stunner in Dubai earlier in November, but this is the first time it will be shown in the United States. The automaker is expected to debut a mid-engine Corvette next year. Ford Motor Co.'s luxury brand, Lincoln Motor Co., has the most to prove. As has become standard for the Dearborn-based automaker, it's kept plans secret. Lincoln announced a refreshed MKC crossover ahead of the show. Asian and European carmakers will be in Los Angeles in force. Subaru will debut the three-row 2019 Ascent, its biggest SUV ever. Lexus will roll out its own three-row SUV, the all-new 2018 RX 350L, a hybrid model, the RX 450HL, also will be announced. A redesigned Mazda 6 will be shown. Porsche will introduce a plug-in hybrid version of the Panamera Sport Turismo, and BMW premieres a sport version of its electric i3 hatchback. Audi will show off a fourth generation of its flagship luxury sedan, the A8. And Mercedes is expected to show its next generation CLS Sportback sedan. The fastest, most powerful production Corvette ever, the 755 horsepower 2019 ZR1, will have its U.S. debut in Los Angeles, photo, GM. The Detroit automakers would hardly stand a chance to upstage the Europeans here if not for the U.S. consumers outside the Golden State and their love of SUVs and old-fashioned muscle. The U.S. market largely rejects sedans, opting instead for trucks and SUVs, because gas prices have stayed low and there's little incentive to sacrifice utility. Even as electric vehicles have yet to gain the traction automakers that anticipate in the global market, new or refreshed news about electrification is expected to resonate on the West Coast this year, experts say. Higher-end domestic makes like Lincoln, Buick, and Cadillac have to figure out which customers to target. It's foolish to go head-to-head with upscale foreign brands like BMW, Audi, and Mercedes, according to Jessica Caldwell, Executive Director of Industry Analysis for Edmunds. That doesn't mean there isn't a market for domestic luxury carmakers. Lincoln needs another SUV-type vehicle, said Carl Brower, executive publisher of Autotrader and Kelley Blue Book. Maybe a Lincoln version of the EcoSport? That would be smart for them to hit. You can't go wrong with anything that's between $30,000 and $60,000 that looks like an SUV shape. Subaru will debut the three-row 2019 Ascent, its biggest SUV ever, at the Los Angeles Auto Show.